on the committee, so you can call to order. Sharon, are you on?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, Sharon Fletcher's on, and she's going to talk about the spotted lantern fly, right?
I can talk about the meeting.
Yes, I'm all stuck in my vehicle, but I can. Oh, Sharon, I didn't think you were going to come. I thought you were going to call in.
She is calling in.
I can't get home.
Okay.
Okay.
So you can call meeting order, ask for courtesy of the floor, and then we can go to Sharon Fletcher about the lantern fly.
I'm calling the Parks and Open Space Committee meeting to order on November 15th, 4 p.m. Is there any comment from the floor, courtesy of the floor? Seeing none? Oh, we do have.
Okay, we
Yes,
have courtesy
Becky.
of the floor.
Hi, I'm Becky Bartlett. I'm your Deputy Director of Administration. I just wanted to say that I did coordinate a meeting with Penn State Extension Service on Friday, November 9th. We held...
Can somebody mute their phone, please?
We held it at the Northampton Community College.
Can she also talk louder?
Can you also talk louder?
That's a lot of demands. Okay. All right. I'm Becky Bartlett. I'm your Deputy Director of Administration. On the request of some local vineyard owners who are very worried about the spotted lanternfly, we did coordinate a public meeting last Friday, November 9th. We held it at Northampton Community College. I think we had almost 50 people sign up. I think we had over 70 people actually in the audience itself. So there was a lot of interest from vineyard owners, orchardists, Christmas tree farms, and also just backyard gardeners who are also very concerned about this. I thought the Extension Service did an excellent job presenting them. They have a entomologist on staff who ran most of the meeting. And if you could not see the meeting, I am supposed to be getting a link because they taped it, and we're going to be putting it up on our website and on Extension Services website as well. If you had any specific questions from what was presented at that meeting, I'm happy to try and answer them for you. USDA is working on it. The state of Pennsylvania has put $3 million into it. There's more federal money coming. The vast majority of that will go to Pennsylvania. This does seem to be primarily a Pennsylvania problem right now. It's affecting about 13 counties in Pennsylvania and has moved over to New Jersey. They do have some pesticides that do affect the bug. They are not licensed for use against spotted lanternflies, so that's something that they would have to do. There are some potentials for biological control. There are parasites that affect this organism. It's mostly from Asia, and it's not so explodey over there. The populations aren't as high, so there are things there that are keeping it in check. And they're wondering about maybe bringing those things here to try and keep it in check. Right now, we are all in a quarantine area for this organism, however. They're looking at potential of $17 billion loss for the state of Pennsylvania in agriculture.
$17 billion.
Yeah.
Did they talk about the Christmas trees, and is that a fact or a myth?
And they did talk about the Christmas trees. They're laying their eggs on the Christmas tree. And if people bring the Christmas tree inside the house and it's warm, the eggs could hatch. What are they going to do? The spotted lanternflies, nothing. They don't spread any disease. But I think they're more of a nuisance on the Christmas trees right now as opposed to the orchards and the vines. There they would actually cause damage.
Is there a natural predator?
Yeah, there's at least there's a couple of parasites that do affect it.
All right. Thank you. Is
You're
there any
welcome.
other questions?
Sharon LeBone have something more to say on that?
Yeah.
Tara, do you have anything to add?
Yes. Yes, I do. Well, I'm sorry?
Sharon, you're gonna talk?
Yes.
Okay. Can you
So
just identify
the-
yourself?
This is Sharon Clutton, Northampton County Conservation District Manager. The Conservation District has been provided funding by the Department of Agriculture to implement control efforts for this pest, the spotted lanternfly. We have applied for a $30,000 grant, and we have been granted those funds. The grant that has gone in had a budget providing $25,000 towards a position to assist with field work associated with vineyards and orchards as our primary target audience, as well as funding towards education and outreach efforts in the amount of $5,000. So I wanted to make the council aware that the district was provided this funding.
Thank you.
And this is linked to our agricultural position that was tied to the 2019 budget. The sooner we can get that position rolling, the better, so we can have a field person to assist these vineyards.
Thank you.
Tara,
Yes?
do you have anything to add?
No, I would just say that Sharon and I have talked about this, and she has my full support, and I hope that we can get the rest of the committee support to help these vineyards out and also to mitigate all the other control ideas that we have about the spotted lanternfly.
This is Sharon Pletchen. Am I able to add something else that Tara and I spoke about? The National Invasive Species List does not include the spotted lanternfly. It was brought before my board to provide a letter of support for the application of the spotted lanternfly to be on the National Invasive Species List. We have a member of our PACD regional office that is part of the National Invasive Species Committee. They'll be meeting in February, and they're looking for letters of support. I believe Tara wanted to bring this to council to possibly get a letter of support to place the spotted lanternfly on the national list, which will open up opportunities for additional funding sources to Pennsylvania to keep it from going to other states. However, it has been seen in New Jersey, New York, Virginia, and Maryland, as well as Delaware. So we're trying to keep it in the Northeast, but making it a national pest will open up opportunities.
Thank you. We do have a resolution on the agenda for tonight's council meeting, which deals with the spotted lanternfly.
Great.
Anything else?
I'm just here to answer any questions.
No, thank you.
I don't have any.
Okay.
I'm not on a committee, but I'll fill in for that or something.
Tara?
Yes. Yes.
Anything else, or should I join the meeting here?
No, I think, we have to, I know that the spotted lanternfly resolution is on the agenda for the council meeting, but do we have to recommend that?
Just that she
Or
puts
is it
forward.
just on it? Fine.
Oh,
It's already on.
It's already on. Okay. Okay, then,
Well,
is
wait.
Brian Cope
Yeah.
not there?
Wait a minute, Charles is talking.
Brian
Okay.
was on his way down. This one of the charges he has as director of parks is to clear up all the snow. So this being his first snowstorm, he has been otherwise engaged up until this point. He was making the trip down, but roads being what they are, I don't know if he's going to make this in a timely manner.
So is Brian is not available right now because of the snowstorm? Is that the deal?
He was on his way down. I spoke to him earlier. He was making the trip, but he is not presently here.
So you want to adjourn the meeting?
Yes. And can we not start the other one right away? Can
No,
we
we
wait?
No, we can't, we have to wait till 5, right?
To 5 o'clock.
Oh, good. I'm hoping I'll get there by 5.
Okay.
May I make a
Wait a minute.
may I make a suggestion? That Brian should be here any minute. If you just become at ease as opposed to adjourning your meeting, he'll probably be here to speak.
Oh,
with
Brian will be there.
Yeah, he's on his way. He's just delayed.
Okay,
So if you
can
don't
we take
adjourn-
a 5-minute break?
I think you can. That's what I think you should do.
All right.
Can
So
we take a
we will,
5-minute pause?
Don't hang up, though.
so we will
Oh, I'm
put,
not hanging up. Don't you
Instead
worry.
of- Sharon, if you want to hang up, though, I don't think there's any more questions about the spotted lantern fly.
no, it's on the agenda.
Yeah. So
We're
Sharon-
good.
May I,
If Sharon
may I
wants to say
ask
anything
where the
further
the
about
status
ag
of the
position-
agricultural position for the conservation district related
There you
to
go.
the spotted lanternfly, where it's in the scheme of things with the council?
Well,
I think that would be a good idea.
if it's in the budget, it's got to be approved when the budget's approved.
Okay,
You have to wait till the budget's adopted.
okay, but there isn't a separate item that's going to be brought before the personnel committee?
Not at this time.
My understanding is that you had some money budgeted, you were awarded that grant, right? For the ag tech, that you could have an ag tech this year, right?
We could. I don't
Yeah.
believe we'd be able to interview and hire in that amount of time, but
So instead, we're going to use that money towards the spotted lanternfly, is that correct?
no, we have a separate grant specifically for
Oh, a
spotted
separate-
lanternfly. Mm-hmm.
Okay, then what
Yeah, the
happens
position
to the
was-
funds?
Brian's about 15 minutes away.
Okay, can you just clarify what happens to the funds that were previously designated in the 2018 budget for the ag tech? That question's directed for Sharon.
Hold on, Cheryl, Charles is out
There was no previously budgeted
Great.
ag tech for this year. There are no empty positions. This new position was added in this year's budget.
Correct, but Tara, there is subdivision plan review fees available if we were able to hire the position this year.
Okay, so there's plan review fees available, and what will happen to those fees if unused? Will they just go to next year's budget? Or
Yes,
what will happen to those?
Yes, the Conservation District maintains their money. It does not go into the general fund.
No, it does. Those fees do go to the general fund, Charles.
Oh,
So, okay, so does that mean that the conservation loses that money? The conservation district loses that money, it goes to the general fund and then must be reallocated to the conservation district with a budget amendment in 2019? Or what is the procedure? And Charles might be able to comment on this.
yeah, the 2019 budget has been put forth.
Yes, that I understand. But what happens to the fees that were to go to the ag tech and since
There
that
was-
position will not be filled in 2018, they go to
There-
the general fund?
There was no ag tech in the 2018 budget. That was unfilled.
Okay, I understand that, but there were fees available that could have been put towards that are no longer going to do that, but those fees are going to go into the general fund now. Is that correct?
That is my understanding.
Okay, how do those fees get reallocated to the conservation district so that they can utilize them? Or they don't?
That has not happened in the past, no. But we do have the 2019 budget has been put together to fund the ag tech position with the fees we'll be collecting next year.
Okay. I was just trying to figure out if somehow those fees that were collected this year could be reallocated next year so that you had sufficient amount of money to pay for that position and that you didn't lose that. Do you see what I'm saying?
There is sufficient amount of money to cover that in the 2019 budget.
Okay. Very good. So, do we go on break now while we're waiting for
Yeah,
Brian?
let's take a 10-minute recess.
Yes, I think recess would be much more fun.
Thank you.
So do we leave it back or? Seventh inning stretch? It's only the first inning though.
So does this mean the recording is off now?
No, it hasn't been adjourned yet, so it'll keep running.
Okay, I'm going to put my phone on mute.
Just remember we're still, Charles, just remember we're still recording. So- No, outside.
were the crazy ones, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I called just to check because I was on 33 and I was getting ready to get on 22. And I said, before I make that commitment, because I get top on 22 and get right back on 33, I said, I just want to make sure before I make that turn and then it's, we'll text it to get back. Yeah, it's still all right. So it's good, though.
You don't fly in this, do you?
Here, so we're gonna adjourn this meeting.
Okay, I guess once you get above the clouds.
All right, we're gonna adjourn for 5
The landing's a little tricky.
We're gonna adjourn for 5 minutes.
But if you're going to Florida,
Human services. So, you wanna adjourn?
why is it the first couple seconds?
When you first touch the ground, that's where it's,
It'll slide if it's going to slide.
because if you're not
Okay.
centered down, the runway just perfect. The slide. I won't let you make contact.
They probably generally don't let you land unless they're clear though, right? I can't even imagine what they spray on those.
We're going to adjourn the Parks and Open Space Committee meeting, take a 5-minute break, and then we'll go into the Human Service Committee meeting.
I have, so I'll come up.